Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. I gotta set the stream avatars real quick. Okay, I think I got it working. Oh yeah, there's the kitty. Okay, time for Am I the Kitty? Are you ready? Oh, T is the TTS, you gotta donate $1. I'll what's in the link in the description. And then you type in the message, and Kitty sells it. Hey Brock! I'll put the and like in the comments too. Where is where's the thing at? That's not what I want. Oh, there it is. Okay, here's the link. Oh yeah, you can join if you want to. I wanted I wanted Vert to join, but Vert said he is too tired. Oh really? A fleet charm. You just call me on Discord. Today we're doing Am I the Kitty? You can join in too. I'll just go in like the group chat on the server. That might be a little bit easier. I go on like VC2. And now you can join.
Hello.
Hey. We're doing Am I the Kitty today?
The what?
We're doing Am I the Kitty?
Man, I'm.
Okay. What happens?
Nothing. So wait, what am I supposed to do? I'm lost.
Okay, so I'm gonna read a Reddit post and Then after that, you're gonna like say, "Am I the kitty, or is the poster the kitty, or not?"
Okay, I think I got it.
Yeah, I'll say you can give your opinion too. Okay, the title is "Am I the kitty for telling my family no more to monthly family dinners?" Okay, it says,
Yes.
"Ever since my dad was a kid, our family, our family has done monthly family dinners, nicer ones than your average family dinner. It's something our family did when my siblings and I were kids too. We'd have grandparents over, and we'll have a nicer dinner together. When my siblings and I grew up, we still did it only instead of what happened before, where branches broke off over time and did their own.
Mm.
They decided we should include partners slash spouses and our kids as a whole in one. At the time I was
Mhm.
19, the family had decided they would take turns hosting each month to lessen the burden. My wife was
Okay.
excited to be a part of
Oh,
them at first.
sorry, I'm not
Yeah,
trying
I
to
could have
interrupt
sent
you.
like 3 paragraphs. That's alright. I know I'm done. We started during our relationship. I did the cooking to start, and then she took over after a while because she wanted to. My family had seemingly got along with my wife's before this point, but they were really harsh of her cooking, with the exception of my younger siblings. She tried to make them happy, but no dice. I told them they could be kinder. They said she should cook better or cook different things. My wife didn't make anything they don't eat, but nothing was right. She was frustrated and I grew suspicious. So we hosted a couple of months ago, and I told my wife we're going to pretend I did the cooking just to see. She told me she felt like they just weren't fond of her food. I pointed out nobody had the same amount of complaints as them, and they even criticized the steak and potatoes. They all seemed to go crazy for her. She went along with the plan, and when my family thought I cooked it, they loved it. So it was so good, and my wife had decided to let real talent take over. That it was so nice to have something a little different create, and all this very lovely stuff. My younger brother and sister weren't fooled, but they enjoyed watching the rest of the family dig a hole,
They
and the rest of my family heard it was my wife's food and not mine. He tried so hard to backtrack on all of the nice stuff. The rest of the dinner went in tense silence, and my eyes were opened. I told her I was done in these dinners, with these dinners, and she was my priority. She felt a little bit, but she felt a little bit bad. I told her we could have dinner with my younger brother and sister sometimes. It's less stress anyways. There's one more paragraph left. And we didn't show up to last month's dinner. Or this one. My parents and siblings started asking questions. I told them each time we weren't going again. But missing two made it sink in. They told me we need to be there. I said never again. My wife doesn't deserve their disrespect. I told them they ruined what they wanted by being kitties to her. They said I was overreacting and making very relationship harming choices and treating them badly for simply having issues with my wife's cooking. They all said to think of future kids and how they'll miss out. Some of it got to my wife a little, which I have tried to reassure her about. Am I the kitty out of that sand?
Okay, so what I will say about these stories is sometimes they feel like they're fake. And I can't say positively that they're fake, but you can feel it throughout the stories. It feels like they're trying to establish a strong starting point of a feeling where you're trying to make it out as you being the a-hole when you're writing it. Or sorry, the kitty. Sorry, I'm so sorry about that. As you being the kitty.
That's alright.
So they're trying to make it out like that, and then they're trying to add a contradiction to the end of the story where it's like, oh, but here's actually what happened. They were being really rude to me. So in the broad subject, no, obviously, he or she, is it a he?
I think it's a he and his wife.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a he. He definitely didn't do anything wrong. His parents were being rude. I guess they just don't like his wife. You don't have to keep a connection with your parents. There's nothing in the law that says you have to. So I'm going to agree with the man and say he is not the kitty.
Me too. And yeah, I can see how some of them might be fake. Okay, I'm gonna look for the next one. I'll see if there's any that are a little bit shorter than that.
All right, when you do, be sure to send me the link for it so I can kind of digest it down.
Oh, okay. Oh, this one's short and see, it's pretty compelling. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, we definitely need some background music.
Second. Yeah, commission someone to make some BGMs or something like that. No, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay, here's the post.
All
Okay. Do you want to read this one?
Sure. Yeah. All right.
Awesome.
Is it the inheritance?
Yep.
All right. Am I the kitty? I lost $100,000 in her inheritance today, but my family is mad at me because I won't accept the $10K instead. So my family rents out a space worth around $500,000, and my father owns the house. but me and my three sisters are supposed to inherit it. I have always helped out the most, spent my summer, etc., working for my father. Because of this, I was gonna get a bigger part of the inheritance. However, a couple of days ago, I had a falling out with my father, and now he wants to divide the inheritance evenly and instead pay me for the time I spent working for him, for which he wants to only give me $10,000. My sisters obviously agree because they want a bigger inheritance and are mad for me saying 10,000 is too little of a payment. Am I the kitty for refusing the payment as I feel it is a way of accepting being cut from the will?
Dolly, the sister is getting a bit greedy.
Like I said, with these stories here, they feel like they're fake. Like I'm saying, he doesn't provide enough information, not that he has to. And it just feels like somebody just decided to hop on and write up. Like I'm set like here, he just says rents out a space worth 500,000 and he has a $100,000 inheritance. I don't see someone buying a $500,000 house with only 100,000 in savings. It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I guess you could
Yeah.
think one of these comments say the thing about inheritance is that it isn't yours and you aren't entitled to it until the person dies. So, yes, I agree. And he says, personally, I'd take the 10K when no questions asked. And a lot of people would, especially in this economy. But
Yeah.
the problem being
I
is let's say it was real. If he was promised the $100,000, which I think it says we're supposed to inherit it. I've always helped out with some, but because I was going to get a bigger, yeah, it said he was going to get a bigger part. Well, it said, yeah, my bad. I'd lost my whole train of thought. Yeah, it says there that he was supposed to get a bigger part of the inheritance. So if it was promised before, yeah, it he is a little bit in the wrong, but he's also in the right. He has a right to be mad, but he also doesn't have a right because it's not his. It would hurt to not get your
and yeah.
inheritance promised, but not much you could do about it. It's not yours at the end of the day. It's his. He gets to decide. He should be lucky he gets it at all.
Okay, now I look for the next one. What's your version? What's your opinion? For I said I could use a good 10K. Well, yeah, I bet 10K I'd probably get like a new PC or something.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of people would take it, especially in this economy. There's not a lot of people that wouldn't. I mean, there's no downside to that. If as long as it's tax free, and even tax free, you're still making 8,000, or even not tax free, you're still making about 8,000. I want to say I'm not very good with my taxes and
Another
my tax math.
Okay, I will send you the next one. This one's titled, "Am I the kitty for refusing to cut my in-laws' grass?"
Okay. All right. Who's reading this?
You can read this one.
Okay. Is my mic quality good, or is it too loud, or do I need to turn it down? I can turn it down on my end.
It sounds pretty good. It sound good for you, Night Verge?
Gonna give him a little second to answer.
Yeah. It says you sound good.
All right, cool. Just wanted to know if they wanted a little audio adjustment. Okay. So, am I the kitty for refusing to cut my in-laws' grass? So, a little backstory. My husband, male 47, and I, female 47, live next door to his parents. These 2 yards combined is approximately 3 acres. 2.25 for theirs, 0.75 for ours. Okay, already off to a pretty strong established start. Like I want to say, they like to do the little part where they make you sympathize for one side and then make you sympathize for the other, so it's harder and it adds a debate to the comment section. We are paying, my bad, 400 a month to cut both of our yards for many years, and we were splitting the cost based on size. In 2021, my FIL, is that FIL? I guess, had a heart attack, and we chose to take over the cost of the yard payments due to uncertainty for his health. Fast forward to 2023, and he was doing much better, and in the beginning of the year asked if we could go in together on the purchase of a lawnmower to share in yard work instead of paying someone else. My husband and I agreed and purchased a larger mower for $4,700. He paid us $500 and mowed his
Wow.
own grass up until late August, and he started having some health issues. I continued cutting their grass the rest of the season, and he sadly passed away in November 2023. I still continue cutting the grass for my mother-in-law. Okay, without hesitation this year. Fast forward to June of this year, 2024. My husband's sister, her husband, and 2 teens moved into my mother-in-law's house. The husband doesn't want to work, and the teens are 15 female and 17 male. Initially, the husband swore he would do all the edging trimming if I would just cut the grass. After I cut the yard twice with no one ever popping their head out of the air conditioning, I'm pretty irritated. So I tell my son-in-law, I guess, I don't know, SIL, to get quotes on having someone else cut it because it's too much for me. 6+ hours in the heat of the South. Now it feels like everyone is treating me differently / not talking to me. Am I the kitty? ETA, husband is not the issue here. He is very supportive of the decision. Okay. I was working part-time. Okay. Basically saying, let's not talk about the husband. All right, so digesting this, let's head back here. So they paid $4,700 for a mower, and who paid her
That sounds like a
$500?
bit much.
He paid us $500 and mowed his grass up until late August. And he started having heart issues. Okay. So the father-in-law was paying her while she cut the grass. I do want to say that it's not worth it. He should have kept paying her even when she was cutting the grass, doing it out of her just free will is what I'm gonna say, because I can't think of it. Doing out of generosity is cutting it, probably because she feels bad about the passing of the father-in-law. I'm sure the mother-in-law doesn't really know what's going on, because I have a great grandma. She unfortunately lost her husband, my great grandfather, about a year or 2 ago. I want to say about 3 years ago. Still kicking, but it's very hard on them, and they try not to focus on it and just stay happy. So what I want to say is it's not the mother-in-law either. What I'm going to say is it's the new family that moved in. The 17 male should definitely be cutting the yard. I can speak from experience, and I'm sure a lot of other people can. It's a lot whenever you're younger and you're not made to do stuff. It's a lot harder to establish yourself in life. You're going to be lazy. It's going to be hard to go into work. You're not going to want to wake up. You're not going to want to show up. And it's just hard. Now, back to the Reddit post itself. Am I the kitty for refusing to cut the in-laws' grass? as long as it's not the mother-in-law. I mean, as long as the mother-in-law goes in and apologizes and asks to cut it, then yeah, she would be. But of course, it's not the case. I'm assuming they're older people because they're the user. The poster is, what do they call the poster again? It's like
Empress Fortune.
they no, they call like the owner of the post. I don't remember what they call it, but regardless, they're in their 40s, so I'm assuming the in-laws are up there in their age. So it would make sense that it's not the mother-in-law's fault, it's the other family's fault.
That's
I'm going to say no. She never had to cut the grass in the first place, especially that she's not getting paid. I think initially he swore you do all the edging trimming after cut the yard. Uh yeah, no, if she's not getting paid, no, she's not. You're not obligated to do anything in this entire world except for pay taxes and obey the laws. And even then, it's just a suggestion. Hey, who cares if you go to jail, right? But no, not the kitty.
because. Okay. Brock, do you want to join in? We're in PC 2.
Brock is having a toothache, I think. Something like that.
Okay. Okay, Nyverse is definitely not the kitty. She was pretty nice, all things considered. Yeah, I can agree with that. And the kid should definitely chip in.
Yeah, I came in here to help uplift the atmosphere, baby.
Yeah.
What you think so far? Nyberg with a train and is that an Among Us symbol? Oh, it's a train track, I think. What you think of me? And you too, Brock Daddy, if you in here.
Okay, I'll read this one. I'll send it to you. Okay, this one says, Am I the kitty for telling my girlfriend it felt weird that she made AI write her ceremony speech? Kind of because I was a little bit lazy. Although, to be fair, it's probably something I might do as well, because I'm not very good at writing. So having AI assist might not be the worst thing. Okay, I'll read this now. My girlfriend is, officiating her best friend's wedding this weekend. She is 35, has been best friends with the bride-to-be since they were 2. Wow. She's reading what she had for the ceremony to me last night. I said that it sounded great. She replied and said, well, I had ChatGPT write it. I replied and asked if it wrote the whole thing. He said, more or less, yes. I then said that it made me feel kind of weird in my stomach that she would have AI write the ceremony for her longest and dearest best friend. I said that to me, it seemed a little disingenuous since they have been best friends their entire life, and she is an amazing writer who could wrote something of equal or greater caliber to what the AI wrote. to write something from
Yeah, I do
her
want to
heart
say,
that
I
reflects
do want to
what.
say, the poster of this post definitely isn't a great writer because instead of saying to write, he put to wrote.
Yeah, I did correct that. What this life event meant to her best friend. I said I couldn't really explain why I felt that way, but it made me feel weird in my gut. She got pretty upset about it, said that I was calling her lazy, and that I said she was an immoral person. She cried a lot and said I made her feel like a piece of kitty, which made me feel like a piece of kitty. I apologized a lot and said I didn't mean for her to feel that way. I said that I felt that it was important in a relationship to voice concerns who felt weird about something. I still feel like a kitty. Am I the kitty?
Um,
Oh,
okay. Are you going to speak?
what's your opinion?
Okay, so breaking this down, I can see this one being real. This is one of the more realistic ones. It doesn't talk about money.
Yeah.
Um, so I had Chat GPT made it. Making it feel sick in your stomach, yeah, that's right. It's like I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a thing you can't quite pinpoint. It's a natural human reaction. Of course it'd
Yeah.
make you sick to your stomach. It's like going up to how someone from a William Shakespeare and asking him to write it's the same thing as having someone else write it. However, it's a bot. So instead of it being a person, a human with human emotions, it doesn't have any emotion behind it. It's going to sound like it does, but it really wasn't written with yourself. When it comes to ceremonies, wedding ceremonies, they're the most important thing. Weddings are the most important days of your life. It is the initiation where you're going to
Yes,
spend
girls.
your life with someone. Your life. It shows who you're going to grow up with, get
Yep.
old with, have children with, if you want to, you don't have to, and die with. It's going to happen. Well, okay, I'm saying like dying is going to happen, but regardless, absolutely. No, absolutely not. My bad. Absolutely not. The girlfriend is the kitty. The guy is not. He did nothing wrong. It's a guy, right? It doesn't, well, I'm going to say so. He didn't do
I
anything
think so.
wrong at all. It's and it couldn't be his fault. It's her fault. And he says here that she's an amazing writer, and if he's right about that, and not lying, then yeah, she should have wrote it herself. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nyberg said, it's like giving someone AI art when they commissioned you. Yeah, except she's not getting paid. She's coming to a wedding for free. Well, not that you have to pay to go to a wedding, but she's going to a wedding. Like he said, it's like giving someone AI art when someone commissioned you. Yes, absolutely. And it made me think of another example. Let me try to remember it here. That's like, it's the same thing as like telling someone that their artwork is good, like in a competition, and you pull out an AI sheet and like, but mine's better, or printed paper. You know, it's just not fair. It's not right. It's not justifiable. It's just lazy. And it's just a POK thing to do. Piece of kitty thing to do. Final opinion. No, you're not.
Okay. I'm gonna give my opinion about the AI part. I think it wouldn't have been like as much of a big deal as if like maybe she wrote like 90% of it, but maybe like had AI like maybe enhance it a little bit or like correct grammar or anything like that. Like, it's the small stuff. But not be entirely like reliant on it. Like sometimes for video descriptions, when I'm kind of like blanking, like I'm not like able to think of anything, I'll just have ChatGPT put in the keywords from the description, me come up with an interesting title, and I'll make some adjustments to it. And I don't think AI is a bad thing if it's just used for like hobbies or something. Assuming it's not like a monetized thing. Like certain here in his bio, I'm pretty sure he says he has like 2,000, a couple thousand hours in character AI or something. Which that's all just fun and stuff, so that isn't really a big deal. And I chose a character AI earlier too, and Project uses it, I think.
Okay. So
But yeah, that's my opinion on that.
like it says here, I replied and asked if it wrote the whole thing. And then she responds more or less. So he was trying to confirm with your opinion goes along with this. He was trying to he wanted to be sure that it didn't write the whole thing. He was hoping it wasn't. It's probably not like her. And she said, "Yes, it does." And then that's when he probably got the weird feeling. Maybe he was thinking probably that yeah, it was trying to help her. Comet said that it's calling her lazy and she's not willing to put in the effort, then they aren't best friends, and also calling her manipulative. Yes. So I think this is not somebody you would want to be with, honestly. She doesn't seem like someone who's all there, more like, you know.
Uh, okay, let's move on to the next one. I'll let you read the next one. Well, this one's coming up. This one sounds interesting and it's pretty short. This one's called "Am I the Kitty Took My Son to the Beach?" Oh, hey, Trim. We're doing "Am I the Kitty?" You can join in if you want. We're in BC2 on the server. Yeah, sure. You have work tomorrow? Okay. I'll probably continue streaming for like maybe another hour and a half, maybe. To make it like make the stream like 2 hours long. Are you still there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I read the whole thing and my mic was muted, huh? Oh no. I was gonna say, yeah, I said I have school tomorrow too.
You have to read it again.
Yeah, okay. Am I the kitty for taking my son to the beach? I'm in a relationship with a woman who has 3 kids. I have one from a previous relationship. All right, okay. And I am currently the stay-at-home dad for the summer and spend lots of time with all the kids. This morning, my son wanted me to spend some alone time or wanted to spend some alone time with me and asked to go to the local beach for 30 minutes and swim with me. Okay. I took him and we had some rare alone time. Gotcha. In a very busy house. And my fiance comes home from work and starts lecturing me on how what I did was wrong and starts going off on how I should have taken all the kids, etc. Am I the kitty? Okay, so the breaks you heard me taking, that was me highlighting stuff. So the first thing I want to say, one of the more realistic ones, like I said, not talking about money. Anytime it doesn't talk about money, instantly very realistic. It says here that he has 3 kids. Okay, like it's established 3 kids from the beginning. Established that, and also here establishes it's a very busy house, and he's a stay-at-home dad, so he does all the take caring. He doesn't give a lot of information, so I can't. If he's a good dad, okay, I'll have to get to that in a second. Okay, so here it also says that he took him to spend some rare alone time at the beach just to swim, only for 30 minutes, like it says here. And it also says here, it's some rare alone time. And I'm guessing that's the one from a previous relationship. Probably the one that doesn't get a lot of attention. Okay, so if he's a good dad, then yeah, he he's not in the wrong. He's taking care of the kids, making sure they grow up with correct parenting.
Mhm.
However, she's pulling in the money, and so it's like, but I'm still gonna say that she's in the wrong here, due to the simple fact that she's not raising them. I'm not saying she doesn't do any work, but she's not raising them. She shouldn't have a say if he's not doing anything wrong. I'm gonna say she's probably more than likely a hypocrite, and she probably would take her children out, but not that one kid. So yes, or no, my bad. No, not the kitty.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, we've already next one. I'm gonna throw in a personal one of mine that is still kind of ongoing, because nothing has really happened yet. And it's pretty short. So I want you guys to let me know if I'm the kitty in this situation. Okay, so next week, we're on a camping trip, and I think it starts on Sunday and ends on either Wednesday or Thursday. And my mom reminded me because I kind of forgot about it. And she said, don't forget to let your supervisor know that, they won't be on work for the regular schedule. Because they work on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And yesterday, which is basically when she let me know, she basically reminded me of the day of, I talked to one of the team leads, and she said, oh, talked to the coach, which was basically like standing like a little bit like, next to her, and so I went to talk to him. They said, oh, go talk to this other person, and then I was going to walk away. And then I guess he kind of like changed his mind, so then he freshly started helping me out. He said, will it be like all of next week? I was like, yeah. They was like, okay, I will talk to this person. So now I'm back to work. And a few hours pass. I kind of bump into him again. They said, will it be from next week? And I was like, yeah, again. They said, Monday, Tuesday are fine, but Wednesday is, it's kind of a different matter. It's kind of like a maybe. It's kind of like what I got from what he told me. It's I just would have like Wednesday is maybe because they let me know on such a short notice, and I have to get someone to fill in for you. I was like, okay. But I kind of just plan on going anyways. Although usually on Wednesdays, there's two other guys that are there, and they generally, well, actually, Tyler, there's three guys, but we're gonna leave like an hour into my shift. But two of them stay like a majority of the time, and they get the parking lot done in a relatively fast period of time. Which my job is pushing carts up the Walmart parking lot. For context. And they use these machines, called cart managers, which allow you to push like, I want to say like 20, 30 cars, sometimes more at a time. Like basically more than a person could push, an average person could push on their own, like without it.
Well, I'm not
Which makes
average, so I
them
could have
able
pushed a bunch.
yeah, I usually press like 10, 15, sometimes a little bit more. And the guys are new. I had some additional
Okay,
background. The guys are new. And usually by the time I get there, like 25 to 50% of the parking lot is, on each side is usually done. And for majority of the time, I'm just like kind of going through the lot, like pushing like, maybe like 10, well, like 2 to 10 carts because basically there's not much left. So I just like kind of patrol the lot and like pick up whatever carts I can. Well, yeah, that's the end of the context. Let me know what you guys think.
okay, so speaking, if this was any time longer earlier, I probably wouldn't have been able to answer this properly because I only started working a few months ago. Speaking from a professional point, you definitely should have let them know a lot of time earlier. When were you notified you had to take the camping trip?
I was told on Tuesday after
of this
I've
week?
already clocked out for the day. Like, guys, yeah, this week, on Tuesday, after my shift already
Okay,
ended, I was
so
waiting in the Uber out of there, basically. So I let them know on
okay,
Wednesday, which was the day after.
okay, so digesting that down, I think you could have got a hold of your manager after you were gone. Not trying to be rude, but looking at it from a professional standpoint, you definitely need to let them know as early as you can. And shortcoming stuff like that is very hard, I'm going to say, on the managers especially, because they have to figure out who they're going to replace you with. And, it's not really that big of a deal, and they don't have to do it, but the really nice ones will. I basically what I'm trying to say is it's half and half, but I mean, stuff happens in the work world and in the personal world, and when stuff comes up, the manager has to be ready to know what to do. And if he's getting upset over that, it's understandable, because he has the schedule set in stone. People don't really want to work past what they're supposed to, and he can't. Is it a he or she?
It's a he.
He can't go over budget. Do you work it? Is it okay if I ask where you work?
I work at Walmart, and
Oh,
my position is, water associate, which is basically just pushing carts and bringing them in.
okay. So regardless, he can't go over budget. He can't give you more hours, or he can't give some people more hours than usual because they have a certain budget where they have to order products, um, pay the staff, this, that, and the other thing. So, yes, no. Just next time, it's not really that big of a deal, but and if he's saying, yeah, go ahead, take your break, then do it, take it. If he's not that really worried about it, just next time, especially let your parents know that if they want to do something again like this in the future, to let you know earlier in advance so you can tell your manager in advance so he can adjust the schedule as needed. When do your schedules get made? Do you know? How many weeks prior?
Um, I think it's like recommended that I let them know 2 weeks in advance, I think.
Okay, so your schedule is made up to 2 weeks. See, where I work, it's up to 3 weeks, so you have to let them know in 3 weeks advance. But my manager is very nice, so she'll understand whenever I tell her, "Hey, I got something to do." Especially with me not being over 18, I don't really have an option where I'm at right now. So, and I'm still in school, so she can't really work me very hard, thankfully. And if she fires me, I'm dating her daughter, so
Oh, nice. A snack of.
do with that information as you
What do
must.
you
But
think,
don't write a fan
Rich?
fiction of me, please. I wouldn't like that very much. Or would I?
Turn caress the manager's daughter. I'm kidding.
If you do want to write a fan fiction of her, please ask me some information. I'll send it to you, and I'm gonna show it to her because she'll be embarrassed, and it'll be really funny for me. I might even give it like a prize reward or VIP on the server.
Okay. That plot twist. Rich also fondles the manager's daughter.
Yeah, that's the tip. That's the trick. Just date the manager's daughter. Yeah, that's a little bit off topic, guys. All right, come on, guys, get back to the topic at hand here. I was just trying to lighten the mood a little bit. If you know what I mean.
Okay, this next one is also a quick personal one, but is it like isn't like am I the kitty sort of thing? It's more like an opinion sort of thing. And Niverge was there. Okay, so recently me and Niverge have started playing Star Wars Empire War, which is a RTS game. But we've been playing modded. And we mostly do space battles with like capital ships, corvettes, frigates, fighters, stuff like that. If you're a Star Wars fan, you know. Are you Star Wars fan certain?
Oh, what?
Star Wars fan?
Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not like a big fan, so I don't know the show very well and the ships and stuff. But I like watching it from time to time when it comes on. Whenever I was younger is when I watched it. I don't watch it anymore. But Star Trek is good. Anyone who doesn't like it is, I mean, sure, you're entitled to your own opinion, you know? Even if the opinion's not very good.
So, the objective of the game, depending on what you set it as, is to either destroy the enemy or their space station. But this time it was destroy enemy.
Oh, one quick thing.
Yeah?
Okay, I want to test something. I need you just to respond with yes. Just respond with yes in whenever I count down to 1 and say go. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2,
Yes.
3. You have a 3-second mic delay. Or maybe audio delay.
Okay.
It's something I noticed because you weren't responding to questions
yes
as quickly.
Goes to 3.
And I keep interrupting you because of that.
It's okay.
All right, yeah, you do the same.
Did it work?
Literally just count to 3. Oh, okay. I'll count to 3 again. Whenever I say go, just say yes. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2,
Yes.
3. Still the same.
Yes. Are we testing the 3-second delay, or are we testing something else?
It's the same thing.
Okay. Okay, so the objective is to destroy the enemy or the space station, but this time it was destroy the enemy, which means destroy all their fighters, frigates, space stations, whatever they have, basically. So, at first, it looked like Niverge was gonna win because, he sent in a bunch of smaller ships and a big ship to destroy the space station, but I spawned in a bunch of ships which spawned in fighters. And, sent them over to the space station, which got destroyed eventually. At that point, he had a few small ships, some fighters, and a big ship left. And I had a space station built up again, and had built more of those small ships, which spawned in the fighters. And at this point, the big ship that he had was at like 25% health.
All right.
And he sent his fighters over and obviously sent all his ships over. And because of the volume of fighters I had spawned in, the game crashed on my end. But most of the ships that I had, most of the fighters I had were bombers, which are really good against bigger ships. Do you think Nyverge would have won that one, or do you think I would have won?
Honestly, if I don't really know the game that well, but if I'm being honest, if you're going based off of just assuming here, I'm guessing you had just better overall conditions during the match. So you probably would have won from what it sounds like. And it's just a simple, what would you call that? System error or user side error. It's not really anyone's fault. At the end of the day, you know,
Yeah.
it's also just a game. But regardless of the point, or regardless of that point, probably, you know, all that matters is y'all are having fun and no one's getting hurt. But like they say, you can't have fun without getting hurt. Unfortunately,
skill issue Nyverge. I'm kidding.
you don't want to fight, or you don't want to go again against. How do you say it now? Miyuki?
Yeah, Miyuki.
Yeah, you don't want to go up against Miyuki again. She'll kick your butt.
Okay, I'll send me the next one to read. Yeah, I got 40 to send you. So let's sneak peek out the emote that I'm getting worked on. I just said the emote first. Let me know what you think. It's just a sketch, but it's pretty funny.
Oh, you sent it to me? Okay. Bro! There's going to be too many people that ask for that too much.
Yeah. Again, I resemble that's am I the kitty thing? It says, am I the kitty for telling my boyfriend he should pee outside?
Yes. What? No, absolutely. You don't even have to read the whole thing. No, yes, he does. Absolutely. I see a thing here. It said it's insanely rude to say he should just pee outside like a dog. Like, what? That's not, first of all, that's not humane. Second of all, he can get a federal charge. Well, not a federal charge. I don't know what the charge is, but he can get in a decent exposure charge. And what if some little kid comes around and sees him doing that? Even if it's in a backyard or a closed off area, you don't even have to read that, and you can already say the answer. Oh, here we go. Here's that little turning part where I say how they write these stories. This was very upsetting for me because I am autistic.
Okay,
Man,
you read this one?
This story?
Yep.
Okay, I guess. This is going to be an easy debate. Am I the kitty for telling my boyfriend he should pee outside? My boyfriend, 19 male, and I, 19 female, have been together for 2 years. But because we are teens, he still lives with his mom. I guess you're teenagers. I mean, you're adults, but They have been
Little
having
adults.
many
Yeah.
issues because my boyfriend stays up very late, I think 4 to 6 AM minimum most nights, and he always wakes her up on
Me
accident
too.
when he goes to the bathroom. She's a light sleeper, and so even being quiet on the way to the bathroom still wakes her up. This has been an ongoing issue, and I thought I had a good idea on how to make everyone happy. At night, he likes to stay in the living room, which is connected to the kitchen on the opposite side of the house to his mom's room. No chance of waking her up. Okay, his kitchen has a door that leads to his backyard, and his backyard has a fence where no one can see in. So I suggested he should just pee outside and wash his hands in the kitchen. He told me it was insanely rude. Okay, I see here. It was insanely rude to say he should pee outside like a dog. I tried to tell him I wasn't trying to say he was like a dog and explain myself, but he just said not to talk to him and not. He hasn't spoken to me in a while. Autistic, and a lot of people have. Okay, this was very upsetting for me because I am autistic. He knows this. This is the pity grabber part of the story, and have lost many people for accidentally saying something rude, and nobody would ever explain to me why it was rude. Sorry if it seems obvious, but I genuinely don't understand why what I said was rude. I said exactly like in this post. Please tell me if I was being a kitty and need to apologize. Thank you for reading. Okay, not trying to be rude. If you have autism, uh, it doesn't make you different. I know it makes life harder. My sister has autism and my cousin does too. For my cousin, he has it a bit
I
worse,
do
and
as well.
my cousin has it a bit worse, so it's very hard on him. And my sister gets bullied in school, and but she's going strong. What I will say is the emotional trauma that to have caused from people just leaving her is just probably a lot. The boyfriend is definitely a jerk, especially for just assuming she was trying to be rude. You know, if he knew her, she was just being like, "Oh, hey," she's excited. She found something to solve a solution. And I know some people who have autism, they'd be absolutely ecstatic to have found an idea because they're smart. They are very smart. My cousin, he's very smart, but they're very excited too, as well. That's what I will say. And to have found like an idea to a problem that's been occurring, yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. He's the kitty, he's the rude one. You should never, especially your spouse. Well, will I say spouse? And I'll say girlfriend, especially your girlfriend. Don't treat her like that ever. That's just rude. It's mean. It, like it's not understandable. I'm trying to see from his point of view. I guess it would be a little mad, but knowing her background, why would you do that to her? I would say leave him. You're not in the wrong. Going outside in the backyard in a fenced area, it's perfectly fine. I mean, I do it all the time. As long as no one's seeing you, as long as you go to like a corner or something, there's nothing wrong with that. It's his fault for staying up late. It's his fault for being a stay in. His fault for not going out. Blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. So, no, she is not the kitty.
I'm basically
And
the
looking at the
exact
comments
opposite
here.
situation.
Yeah, looking at the comments, they're pretty much agreeing with me. If he's okay with living in her house, but selfishly wakes her up, staying up late, doesn't have a solution, and now has the gal to be mad at you, then he's totally the kitty, I think. You are more concerned for his mother than he is, and he needs to grow up. Yeah.
I think some additional context could be used, like, does he stay up like is it just like a personal preference, or is it like, does he have a lot of trouble going to sleep at like 8 or like 9 or something like that?
It looks more like a thing where he stays up all night. I don't think any much more context is needed. He really is. It does look like he's the a-hole. Maybe some has been left out to make him look extra rude, but I'm not gonna say that. So, well, I mean, I'm not gonna go down that path.
Yeah, weird situation, and yeah, I definitely would be labeled a predator if a kid was around.
Well, however, for him to act like that towards her for just suggesting, no, not right of him. I'm so sorry for interrupting you. I'm sorry.
It's alright, yeah, if the delay, it happens. I have an idea of, because, Broly, sent me a request. He said, can you draw a picture of Super Broly wearing a sweater with your model outside the sweater like a tiny kitty? But I'm kinda tempted to text him, like, tomorrow or maybe in a couple days whenever the emote's done and be like, oh, the emote's done, I'm gonna send it to you, and then send him the emote when it's the finished version of the emote that I sent you.
Bro.
But I'll probably still send them the one that he wanted afterwards.
What does he okay. What does he want?
He said he wants a picture of Dragon Ball Super Broly wearing a sweater with my model on it.
Oh. Yeah, me personally, I can't draw, so don't ask me to do that.
Have Angry Puff do it.
I'm trying to beat Decode on Geometry Dash.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Angry Puff's the one who draws like 90% of the stuff that you guys see. Pretty much, and designs the models and stuff.
She gets paid a lot just being in the server. Is it she or they or he? I never looked at the pronouns.
I think it's she.
I'm gonna check. Wait, what was the name again?
Angry Puffs.
Angry Puff.
Yeah.
Did she leave or he?
I might have renamed Angry Puff, and she might be offline.
To M.
I'm gonna check real quick though. Happy Puff. Yeah, I named it. I changed your name to Happy Puff. I don't know if it's the same for you. But
Okay, Happy Puff. Okay,
she's offline, and yeah.
I don't see the pronouns anywhere. She, then I guess I'll go with she.
I'm assuming it Angry Puff's a she because whenever I send her the payments through PayPal, it's a female name on the account. So I'm assuming that's her, and
She should really get like
I'm assuming
online.
that
Tell her to get an online business.
Yeah.
PayPal. That can go a long way of saving you a lot of privacy and safety.
Yeah, I like it's an actual name, like, but I changed mine to I used to have mine as my real name, but then I changed it to Miyuki. Also, I'll send you a picture of the giveaway model at the art's done.
Yeah, that's right, guys. I'm a day one, so I get to see the stuff early.
Here, got here, yep.
Okay. Is it 3D or is it just 2D?
Send me
Is it
2D.
PNG? Okay, PNG. Okay. Can I leak your gaming
Yep.
hours and something real quick?
On Steam?
Yeah, on Steam.
Okay, I don't have a lot of things downloaded at the moment, but
I can.
on GWAD, I have 1,284
No, okay.
hours.
The people don't care about that. They care about this. 10,623 hours on VTube Studio.
To be fair, I just kind of leave it running because I
Yeah,
really
I
need to
know.
close it and then reopen it up.
That's just
Same
insane.
thing with VRager and Stream Avatar, so just leave all three of those open.
And it's sad you're not using it anymore too, but you know. But
All three
anyways,
of the things are running right now. 2,000
anyhow,
hours on Team All Loader, or 2,471.
yeah, don't look at mine. They aren't very impressive.
10,000 hours on character AI, according to your bio.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just like a guesstimate. It's probably not true. And that was like last summer.
Okay.
I did grind it a lot last summer. Last summer was I loved last summer. That was
Probably
lit.
still gonna make a character AI on Miyuki. Oh, speak of the devil, projects here. Yeah, make a character AI on me, Big Brother project. Actually, oh yeah, start calling you Kitty, Big Brother Kitty. Still make the character AI of me.
Well, I could still spend like a ton more hours. I still don't know how to bypass the filter. I don't really care at this point. I don't need to. But I spent a little bit trying to figure it out. And I did some research, but nah. But I can tell you how the AI likes to act and how it likes to respond and how whenever it sends you a message, it can lead to something else. Like just get into a conversation, send me a screenshot, and I can tell you like, oh yeah, it's probably gonna go here. Especially if you respond in a standard way, even if your way is trying to be specific. But if you guys like to know how me and Miyuki met, it was literally just me scrolling through TikTok in summer of 2022. I think it was a little bit past my birthday, maybe, or just some special occasion that happened, and I had some spare cash. I walked to the store. I bought a gift card because I didn't have a job at this point, and I donated him a bunch of stuff on TikTok. And then I was like, "Hey, you have a Discord server?" And he said no, or she said no. Whoops. And then that's that. Made the whole server, built it up.
Yep.
Kind of died off because one of the owners, even if
Yeah,
there's
real busy.
multiple, have to be sleeping all the time. And so I took on that role. But I do want to say it's been a pleasure watching Miyuki grow as not only a content creator, but as a person in general. And it's been nice seeing the server gain more members. I remember it being very small and not as ordered, not as a big community. I do want to say I did do a lot of the work, but more people carried. I more like mixed the concrete while everyone else placed it and like adjusted it right. And that would be some of the people who have better moderation experience than I do, which I think is big brother Ducky. I think it's who was doing all of
No.
it. And especially when I'm not present, though he deals with the hack or the people getting hacked and stuff, which happens a lot. A fair warning to all y'all. I know he already said something about this, but please stop joining servers. A regular server will never ask for your authentication to join in. Don't scan a QR code. I'm speaking from personal experience, okay? I got like half hacked,
No.
and I'll never do that again.
Allow.
Yeah, but that was a little bit ago. I don't remember when that was. Somebody joined.
Ooh, the blue giant.
I'm playing Decode.
Oh, it's Kitty you joined. Hey, Kitty.
Project. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Project. Why does that name sound familiar?
Yeah, Kitty's really shy.
Hold on a second. Okay, never mind. He's got the
Yeah, Kitty's one of my regulars on the streams. And so is Kazzy. Well, not
freaking
very much lately, but
got the
still pretty much regular, kind of.
she's got the Hu Tao.
So, what's from Tao?
Yeah, from Genshin Impact. Which I don't think I'll ever
The
play that
profile
again.
picture.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be playing that game again. It's just
I never really play gacha games.
it was too long. It took too long to progress the story. It'd make you like stop and do something else. And all I wanted to know was what happened to the brother without having to look it up. Or well, sister, depending on which one you picked.
Okay, let's see here. Someone looks pretty interesting.
Man, we should have
Oh
done
yeah,
like
I just remembered something that I forgot about earlier. But what were you gonna say though?
should have done like a try not to laugh one, bro, or a funny podcast. Man.
Yeah. The only thing about that is that I don't wanna like be like a react thing like I like, XQC and I mean, of course, if I was so like credit them first and recommend that they watch before watching me, but kind of feels a little bit like scummy, like I'm taking like if I do reacting stuff, like I'm kind of like taking away from their hard work a little bit, even if it's just a little bit.
I don't see how you're taking from their hard work.
Like if they watch my stuff first, then why would they go watch the other person, the original? Like I'm kind of looking at it from that perspective.
I'm looking at it from a perspective I would look at. And It's just a matter of if I did my research or not, you know? Okay, so yeah, I see what you mean. When it comes to stuff like that, content creation is very hard. I kind of just stay away from that. I'm more of like just a game player. I mean, if you've seen my YouTube, you would know. I mainly just chill on my games.
Oh, who joined? Oh, Kitty left. Never mind.
Yeah, I typically stay in my own zone when it
Us.
comes. So I really couldn't tell you. That's more of like a question to ask a more experienced person, for sure.
I wish Ducky could join. Okay, so the thing I forgot about was, when you mentioned, like, whenever you see, like, Am I the Kitty stories, but involves, like, finances,
Cash, just money in general.
my
It's very hard to agree with.
I remember give my opinion a little bit on that, before I, send you a link and move on to the next one. I don't necessarily think that, things involving money are fake, like, automatically. I mean, obviously there could be some that are fake, like, you know, people are trying to get, like, attention and stuff on Reddit, or, you know, or wherever, you know, because a lot of people who do podcasts, also do this sort of thing, and, actually how I found this, well, I found people on TikTok doing this and posting clips.
Are you gonna post
Um,
clips of this?
but yeah, I probably post clips of this, see if they do well. It's worth a shot.
The one thing I do want
But
to
I do
say
definitely
is
think,
make the videos more full
yeah,
screen. Try to prevent doing the black that you do. Make it more portrait mode and less of landscape.
yeah, I really in order to do that, in OBS. Like, make the output, into landscape.
Portrait, not landscape.
But, yeah, I don't know how to make the, output, portrait, in, OBS. Like, for videos.
Man, I freaking
But, the last part of my opinion is, I think people can definitely, like, have, like, situations where it's about finances and, you know, there's, like, one or more people that are or aren't the, kitty.
am I the kitty for breaking my entire setup
Or
because I died in Geometry Dash?
shit. So, okay, we're gonna move on to the next one though, for real this time. Okay, before I send it to you, this one is called Am I of the Kitty for Not Being a Free Model? This one kinda caught my eye, honestly. And I feel like, you can read this one
Alright.
and you probably,
I
I
do
feel like
have
you probably have
some.
a lot to say about this one.
Alright. I do have one thing to say. This is probably my last one. I should have been in bed a long time ago, but you know, I saw you were just up here and alone, so I was like, man, I kind of feel bad.
Thank you.
I was like, this should be fun anyway. So I hopped in and joined, and saw that there was the
Yeah.
opportunity to join, so I took it. But let me get this one final attempt in before I. Oh man, should have been the good last one. Oh well. All right, you want me to read it, or do you want to read it?
You read it.
Am I the kitty for not being a free model? So I was 16 at the time, female. This was a month ago. Okay, so what? Did your birthday happen? You'd still be 16. My 18-year-old cousin, female also, was doing a free modeling thing where she's getting her pictures done by some random lady she met at the flea market. She had to sign a paper saying the woman can sell her photos and not give my cousin, who was the product, a penny of it. What? I obviously thought the whole situation
Wow.
sounded fishy. I don't know the woman either, but she mentioned having a son. The whole idea was freaking me out. She did end up getting the pictures done. They looked good, but the shorts and shirt was a little too skimpy for me to be comfortable modeling for free. I really feel that my cousin should have gotten paid because the lady did offer. It's just that my cousin said she'd do it for free, so I'd have to also do it for free. I would also never sign anything. The lady can sell my photos and not give me any money of it. She makes off of me. That sentence didn't really go along with the rest. My cousin got upset when I said no, I'm not comfortable with that. I used an example by telling her I don't get upset when she doesn't want to do swimming when I offer to go. She hasn't called me since that. I really think the idea did sound little like a trap or something for the women's son to do something that's nefarious. Even my cousin said she's a little uncomfortable going on her own, so how do I feel safe like that? Am I the kitty for not doing this free modeling with her? Okay. No. This one's pretty obvious. First of all, underage, big thing, and mostly everywhere. Depending on where you are, 16 might be the age require or the age thing. I'm gonna say this person is in uh this person is definitely in America. Not definitely, sorry. I'm gonna just assume this person is in America. Sorry, I'm going through their.
Yeah, gross situation.
Oh, okay. So looking at this, okay, this might be a fake story. I'm going through their stuff. It says something about she has a husband fiance, but in this story, okay, I'm just gonna stick with the story that may or may not be fake. Um, no, not at all. It's I don't understand how you would be. First of all, there's underage, like I've said, that's a big thing. Not getting paid, even bigger of a thing. You know, you should be getting paid. And just the fear in general of having someone around that could be doing something, you know, she has every right to refuse. Her parents aren't making her do it. She's not being forced to do it. She didn't sign a contract. She's perfectly out of reach, out of harm's way. So if you do say she's the kitty, then you are great opinion, I guess. You're probably her cousin or her son or the old lady. I don't know. But regardless of the point, you
I'd
know
say
what you're trying to say. Yeah. Regardless of the point.
uh, um the the part that stuck out to me, it got under my skin when you read it was like it sounded like the cousin
Was in on
Like-
it.
signed her up for it. No, like it sounded like the cousin like signed her up for it, like
I think the cousin
along
was
with her,
in on
and
it.
then said, "Oh no, I'll do it for free. I'll do it for free, and the poster will do it for free too because I said I'd do it for free.
Okay.
Like you shouldn't like sign up people for stuff on your behalf. Like that's like that
So
sucks."
So from what I was trying to digest from it, it looks more like she was doing it before and advised her to join or asked her to join. I think that you just gave me another idea that the possibility of the cousin being in on it is definitely there. I can see something having happened between her and the son of the woman, and they're like, "Hey, I got another girl you can possibly may or may not if this situation did happen. Hey, I have another girl you can sit and do this with." And now she's trying to lure her into a false sense, like saying here in the end here it said she didn't feel comfortable going alone. So it's like trying to lure her into a false sense of wanting to come, be like, okay, I guess I'll come to keep you safe. And then something ends up happening. Personally, I wouldn't do it for free, but I would go. Just me.
Okay, I'm gonna elaborate on
Yeah, you probably
the
need to. I'm not
underage
exactly
aspect
fit.
of it. Yeah, because me, Verge, and like, to a lesser extent, Trim were like talking about that sort of stuff on episode 1, I think, which you can watch if you want. It's a bit lengthy. You might have to like skip around and stuff. But the topic was like should should you get your kid a phone if like they're really young? And
Yes.
my
It-
answer is like maybe a flip phone or something.
the big issue with that is safety
Nah, that's
these
not fun.
days. Um, depending on how old you are, yes and no. It's really a matter of the parent's preference, and you just keep them safe on the internet, teach them about internet safety, or maybe, yeah, like you said, give them a flip phone, or just something to keep them safe. Phones are a big part of safety, especially in today's society. I can look it up here. How big?
And there's like a lot of iPad kids and busy parents and stuff, and I elaborated on this a lot on that same stream. I sometimes like post on Instagram, and I sometimes like scroll through random stuff,
Okay, I didn't find anything, but
and
yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
occasionally I do stumble across really young girls in suggestive clothing and doing suggestive poses, basically like looking like they're barely wearing anything at all. And in the comments is just like a bunch of brown men being like really disgusting.
Yeah, see, it's oh, there's some heavy wind outside. It's I'm a little scared. Yeah, it's just a matter of the world's changing constantly. Oh, I have a severe heat warning. Never mind. I thought that was a severe storm warning. That would have been nice. But it's just a matter of just society as a whole today. Kids are dressing not as they should be as kids. More people are getting in the internet. There are, I want to say, about there's probably looking it up. There's 5.44 billion people worldwide that uses the internet. It's become a bigger part of society today. More people want it. More people hear about it. More people join it. It's a number that will continue to grow. But I will say that number is going to go down by one active user tonight because I got to go to bed. Sorry. Y'all have a good night.
That's alright. Yeah, see you soon. If we can do another one soon, and you should definitely check out episode 1.
Alright. I'll see y'all. My dad just came downstairs. It's 11 o'clock. I gotta wake up at 6. I'm gonna be miserable. It's worth it. Bye.
Bye. Okay, I'll probably do like 1 or 2 more, and then I'll probably head off for the night. And tomorrow's stream will either be a TikTok stream or another Am I the Kitty? Or something else entirely if anyone else has any ideas for what the podcast should be. Because Am I the Kitty is basically all I can think of at the moment. Because, as I mentioned earlier, I don't want to do reaction stuff. I'm not a big fan of that. Yeah, it's perfect. It's almost 2 hours. Into the stream is 1 hour and 42 minutes. I think I could do 1 or 2 more. I'll try and do 2. Oh, this one got deleted. I'm not really seeing any that are like catching my eye. Okay, this one sounds pretty interesting. It's not terribly long. But yeah, the title is Am I the Kitty for not telling my family about my girlfriend being pregnant? Okay, it says when 27, male, was 19, I moved to a different country to explore the world. I found a girlfriend, and we are happily living together with 1 kid. Now, we recently had our 2nd one, but I did not inform my family about the pregnancy. My girlfriend wanted to keep this pregnancy as much as possible a secret to reveal once he was born. That was a weird structure of the sentence right there. That was me like saying it back, like that's just how it was written. I thought it'd be nice. I thought it'd be a nice surprise to tell them when the baby is born. Important to mention is that we live in the country. My girlfriend is from, so her close father knew about the pregnancy since they saw her growing. We had not mentioned anything until they asked about it. And we knew about the pregnancy since, oh yeah, I got lost, hold on. I got mixed up there for a second. I went back a sentence, started confusing. And we knew we would have to tell them someday at some point, as they need to help us out for the birth, and other information was also hidden until the birth. Now my family is mad at me for not telling them anything. Mother K for keeping it a secret. And a wonderful surprise at birth. Does it make it worse that the other side of the family knew something about it just because they live close by? I mean, they're not obligated to tell them, but it's probably a good idea. It sounds like they're already suspicious of it. Because the girlfriend was growing. So it's not like a huge deal, but I don't think it necessarily makes it worse that the other side of the family knew. Just due to the fact that they lived in close proximity. It seems so. And it seems like they weren't like doing it like nefariously. It seems like they just genuinely wanted to like surprise the family. At least that's what I take from it. So, I mean, I think anyone's the kitty in this situation, honestly, like, even if, I was being a little bit, generous. And also, on unrelated, on a unrelated note, um, on Monday, you could probably just reassign the right-click key to something else, like, in the controls for, Empire at War. I was thinking, on Monday we could do, like, canon-only ships. And then for the second round, we could switch to, like, legend ships. Yeah. Also, there's another mod we could try, Silver Republic at War. It's more like in the Clone Wars style, like in the TV show style. And, it's only one mod. And one code. Okay, I think I have time for one more and then they go call it a night. When Repelliant War mod has a different mode that we can try. It's called Galactic Conquest. The only thing is though, it's a little more of like a lengthy mode because it involves going from planet to planet and taking them over on like a galactic scale, and you do space battles and ground battles for each planet. Well, one space battle, one ground battle for each planet. Assuming it's not like a space station or something. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that if you want. I don't think I've really done that before, so it'd be a interesting experience. But we could just stick to skirmish if you don't wanna like be at it for like hours, cause I know you get pretty tired and stuff. I'm not really finding anyone. I think I'm actually called a night year. But before I end the stream, I'm gonna send you the emote. Of course, the condition of me sending you the emote is, of course, don't send it to anyone else, because I want to keep it a surprise and stuff. Yeah, you can give it a shot. Yeah, the emote's pretty cursed, so do you want to see it? Okay, I'll send it to you. It's pretty cursed. You see the hit? Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, that's you and me. Yeah, taste my shoe. Yeah, like my evil expression. Like my shoe. I'm gonna send that to Ducky for abandoning me. Okay, well, thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll probably do Left 4 Dead 2 stream tomorrow. No problem. And, yeah, see you guys tomorrow, and, see you on Monday for Republic at War. Peace, thanks so much for the support, guys. And no problem.